He is decked by Ingram. With 9 seconds. All waiting for the Verizon halftime report. Their take on the first half. And again, also highlights back with the Eagles win against the Rams on a snowy late afternoon in Philadelphia. And that's going to be the last snap of the first half, and a first half with the Bills leading 21-10.
You see Lamar right there? He still thinks they can win.
Defensively, your number one goal to contain Derrick Henry, just 21 yards on the ground. How have you been able to do it?
Well, we got to keep it up. You can't let down. You can't relax. We got to keep going, controlling the line of scrimmage.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Tracy.
That's the largest halftime deficit for the Ravens this year. 21-10, Bills lead it. Halftime is next after these first half highlights from Verizon and a word from your local station.
Oof, stuck paying for that old phone? Don't be. You know, at Verizon, we'll pay off your phone, and you'll get iPhone 16 with Apple Intelligence on us. Now with Genmoji. That's a value of up to $1,600. Only on Verizon.
The inauguration of Donald Trump. All-day coverage tomorrow on CBS.
Check it out. Sam Adams made a light beer, crisp and easy drinking.
Your cousin from Boston.
Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Refreshing and goes down smooth. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Pizza Police, Pizza Police, Pizza Police.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report.
Well, one squad's miscues are another's opportunities. The Ravens' mistakes open the door. Josh Allen and the Bills taking full advantage. They are in the driver's seat at the half, leading by the score of 21-10. As we welcome you back to Studio 43 and the Verizon Halftime Report, the NFL is powered by Verizon 5G. JB, along with Coach Nate and Matt. Fellas.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Josh Allen in the first half, all right?
Yeah.
Early on, they have not thrown many passes. He's only 5 of 7, but here was a good one down the middle versus Tampa. He throws this ball over the top to Khalil Shakir for the big gain. But here it was, 4th and 2. They run the quarterback design run up the middle. Josh unstoppable here. Down at the goal line, same thing. Quarterback power up the middle, drags a few defenders in. It's been the ability to run the football, both with James Cook, Ray Davis, and Josh Allen. You look at the quarterback comparison. We talked a lot about both these guys coming in. It hasn't been about them, though. It's been about the rest of the football team.
And about Baltimore, it's about the miscues. Lamar has not had 2 turnovers in the first half of a game all year. You have the drop early in this game. A big play was right there. And then right here, the pressure gets on him. Lamar is going to throw this thing prematurely. Taylor Rapp is going to pick it off. And Lamar, again, the bad snap. They talk about the weather. He's going to drop this ball, trying to change hands. It's going to be picked up by Von Miller. It's going to set up a touchdown right there. So the miscues in the first half by the Baltimore Ravens have led to a lot of the scoring right there by the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, and you could look at it 2 ways. It's miscues by Lamar Jackson, or it's the Bills' pressure. They're bringing the blitz, and when they bring the blitz, you have 1 interception, 1 sack, and that fumble by Lamar. When he doesn't see the blitz, he has 60 yards in that touchdown. So if you're the Bills, you continue to send out that big body base package. You also dial up the blitz. Now, if you're the Ravens on offense, get the ball out of Lamar's hands. Use the quick game and even the screen game to kind of push that defense back a little bit.
Don't forget giving the ball to Derrick Henry. He gets stronger in the second half.
No doubt.
It's about the touches, not the yards.
Nate, earlier today, it was the Eagles getting it done over the Rams.
That's right, and it's the Rams-Eagles in the 4th quarter. Listen, I haven't seen a Barkley and Philly bully a defense like this since Sir Charles on the fast break. This is Sir Saquon Barkley. My man went for 205 on the ground. They called him Snowquan Barkley in this one. It is your Eagles who will advance. They win this one 28-22. They are facing the Commanders in the NFC Championship game.
That will be the 3rd matchup this season. 1-1 they split. Early look.
Listen, it's going to be a good one. And you have 2 teams that can run the ball, but I'll tell you what, Jaden Daniels has been playing lights out all season long, and it's continued in the postseason.
And Saquon Barkley is putting his team on his back.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable. Eagles defense stepped up. Jalen Carter, absolute stud at the end of that game.
We've got another half to go in this one here, folks. In the meantime, the Verizon Halftime Report will continue after this.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. The NFL powered by Verizon 5G.
Where can you kick off the new year with gig speed and big savings? Only with Xfinity. Get gig internet at home for $25 a month when you add Xfinity Mobile, which connects you to gig speed Wi-Fi on the road. Save more than $650 over AT&T and Verizon. Plus, hurry and get a free 5G phone. So save big and stay connected with gig speed internet and mobile. From home to hotspots, this new year, it's all about savings on gig speeds. Visit Xfinity.com/gig savings today.
They want to take this place from us. This fight ain't over. What's his name?
Spencer. He's a war hero. The Stone Killer.
Where are you headed?
Montana. Family needs me. I'll destroy everything they fought from.
You'll carve this place to pieces.
They can try, but But that ain't happening. My family is in danger. My wife is lost to me, and I don't have time.
All the things I've had to do for this ranch takes a cake.
Anything worth having is worth fighting for.
1923, new season streaming February 23rd, exclusively on Paramount Plus.
It a great breakthrough. Earlier, he visited Arlington National Cemetery after returning to Washington. Trump takes the oath of office tomorrow. For more, stay with CBS News 24/7 and join us for the presidential inauguration starting at 7 a.m. Eastern. For now, I'm Jerika Duncan, CBS News, New York.
The Grammys are coming. Live CBS Sunday, February 2nd, and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Rice, Martha, dinosaur.
Rice, Martha, and Saru.
We hear you. It is a tongue twister.
It's just Rice Law. Rice Law.
It's Rice Law. Rice Law.
Rice Law.
Rice Law. Best advice, call Rice.
For more than a decade, Farxiga has been trusted again and again and again.
Farxiga.
Ask your doctor about Farxiga.
Excuse me, do you have that great non-alcoholic beer?
I'll set it.
Found it.
Do you have a favorite non-alcoholic beer on the menu? Ah.
Athletic it is.
It's athletic. Ask for it.
Our next art project. What should I do?
When in doubt, use glitter. Everything's better with glitter.
Good advice can be hard to come by. But if you're injured in the state of Maryland, best advice, call Rice.
Rice Law.
The NFL is sponsored by Intuit TurboTax. With TurboTax, now taxes is getting an expert who gets you the most money back guaranteed. Now this is taxes.
Highlights presented by Pepsi Zero Sugar.
What a night to be in Buffalo.
Wide open, and a Ravens
Ravens touchdown right off the bat with Bateman. Walking in for the touchdown is Ray Davis, the rookie. Scooped up, Von Miller. Welcome back to Orchard Park. The score, Buffalo 21, Baltimore 10. You're watching the divisional playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. The Ravens will be kicking the football to the Bills, who deferred at the top. And a couple of quick things to discuss here, Tony. First off, how important is this first possession of the third quarter?
It got a lot more important when they finished off with 7 right there. This is now uncomfortable, like situation if you're a Baltimore Raven fan, because you had a margin for error. Well, it's maxed out right now. So to me, you need to at least hold them to 3. But I think if you're the Bills, you got to attack here. Try and hit the knockout punch right now like they did against Kansas City.
And we'll look at the quarterback comparison, but how about Lamar in the second half, what he must do? Because that first half, it was spotty play.
Well, I think you're exactly right. I mean, 2 turnovers in a game where you have 2 MVP caliber quarterbacks. You can't spot a guy that many, and right now Allen is taking advantage of that. But I think they got to get to the zone read. Lamar needs to use his legs a little bit, but you got to give him reps at it so he can kind of see how Buffalo is. And a moment ago, Tracy had a chance to visit with John Harbaugh.
Coach, you give up the touchdown at the end of the half. They get the ball to start this half. What do you need to see from your defense here?
We need to stop the run, first of all. Shots are still going to come up. Do a good job, top-down coverage, but stop the run.
You can sense Lamar is frustrated after those turnovers. What did you say to him in the locker room?
Nothing. He didn't need anything. He's a guy talking. We're ready to go. We'll score some points and go win the game.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, they've been down this season by double digits. They've actually won 4 out of 6 occasions. So first snap, third quarter. Keep doing what they're doing. They're running the football. This time, the Ravens are up to it. One thing is interesting. Joe Brady, you talk about him being two-dimensional. In that first half, they only threw the football 7 times. Josh Allen completed only 5 throws, and they lead by 11.
I told you coming into the game, it was one of my keys. I said, I think Buffalo is better than people realize at systematically running the ball. You may not see the 70, 80 yarders and everything, but they can actually win the situations over and over again and reset each time you move the chains. And right now, as soon as they get into a 2 or less situation, it's almost automatic. They went for it on the 4th down. Guess whose legs? Josh. And expect that to continue.
2nd and 9. That pass incomplete. Intended for Kincaid. This is a team, though, to amplify your point on how they can do it on the ground, in the air. It became the only team in NFL history with at least 30 touchdown passes, at least 30 touchdown runs in one season.
Well, that's right. Both these teams
anything with that first possession of the third quarter.
so aggressive right here. Zach Orr, D coordinator, you're going to see the motion come across.
bumping MP3s. Gizmo lasso, candy pile, can of worms, golden smile. Little Eggman throws his hands in the air, going wild. Yeah.
It could take the entire morning to figure out which hoodie is the lucky hoodie. It only takes a minute to make a plan. Take a minute, make a plan, never drive impaired.
Staying in doesn't mean you can't go all out. More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The boneless meal deal from Wingstop. 20 wings and 4 delicious flavors for just $16.99. Order now at wingstop.com.
You won't remember my name. This is the last time you will see me at the top. I want to carry on, but not today. This is the point I give up. But not today. I want to carry on. You will see me at the top. This is the last time you won't remember my name.
Tonight's the night to laugh at CBS.
Well, let's play some Hollywood Squares!
And who doesn't need a good laugh?
I'll be the judge of that. Have the $25,000.
What creature has the densest fur of any mammal?
Bobby Moynihan.
What was the original title?
Use of is prohibited.
Playoff football is in the air, and you can stream every NFL and CBS playoff game, including next week's AFC. Area of Aguilar, who was injured in that first half.
Right now, you're watching this aggressive Buffalo. Man, and send Milano right here. I know, and that somewhat concerning me. You have to play a lot of.
Catches balls on the last two plays, and he's got a first down. Pick up at 9.
He was a huge difference maker. 6 catches for 78 yards and a touchdown. And
from the Bills, 39. Henry gets a running start, and Henry down to about the 20.
You don't know if we're going to run or throw it because both guys can catch the ball, and then Derrick Henry has a two-way go. Run inside, outside, right or left.
Goes out for this play, and Hill returns. On first down, they toss it to Hill. Two.
Take a look at Epenesa right here. That's a defensive end, and he just extends the play all the way out. Trying to set the edge, but he continues out. And as soon as Justice Hill decides to stop his momentum, he gives the angle for Epenesa. And you're seeing this defensive front bring it. They're sacrificing their body today so far, Jim.
Complete. That was Taron Johnson who really disrupted things, Tony.
You're exactly right. This is why I said McDermott is more aggressive today than he's ever been. He's going to blitz. All set. Give Buffalo credit, but this is the biggest play.
Yeah, it's a big one. And the Ravens have actually been 5 out of 6 tonight on third down, including 2 out of 3 from 8+, which is the occasion here. 3rd and 12.
And after you just pressured a bunch, do you continue doing that?
But what do you think?
Number 8, offense, 5-yard penalty.
Third down and 17 it'll be.
The change, that is definitely a delay of game.
From here, if they got no yardage, it would be 52 yards for Tucker.
Well, here we go. You just need to get
across the middle, Bateman, and he's hammered down from behind by Milano, who was just watching everything. He was eyeing Lamar and saw the pass, came back and made the tackle.
That's your game plan coming into the week, is how to rush him, to make him force him to somebody. These guys are all going to rush. So that way, if he does roll out to Lamar's left, Milano is there.
Seven yards. Beyond 40 this year, the great Justin Tucker, all-time percentage, but not this year. 11 out of 19 from beyond 40. This is 47. That's a beautiful kick. It's good.
The GOAT is still here.
And it's a one-score game.
That's why that was so huge, and that's why you keep him around. He's amazing.
You're watching the divisional playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax.
Now Taxes is getting the TurboTax app and filing your taxes yourself 100% free if you didn't file with us last year. Pay $0 when you file by 2/18. All tax forms, all 100% free. Now this is taxes. File free in the app by 2/18. When you switch to TurboTax, do it yourself.
Y'all see this? Patrick Mahomes is saying goodbye. People was tripping.
Where are you going?
He was actually saying goodbye to his old phone.
I'm switching to the amazing new iPhone 16 with T-Mobile.
It's the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence. That's like peanut butter on jelly on gold.
At T-Mobile, get iPhone 16 on us. Plus, families can switch and save 20% on plans plus streaming versus the other big guys.
What a deal. Y'all giving it away too fast, T-Mobile. Slow down.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Why am I so hungry?
Because you're watching football.
The whole game is basically an elaborate scheme to make you buy more food.
What are you talking about?
Dude, think about it. Turnovers, pancake blocks. Oh, I just scored. Feed me more. Refrigerator Perry was not his real name.
I don't think football's trying to sell you food.
Oh, really? And what are you eating, Jerry?
Rice.
Jerry's eating rice. Huh.
Game day deals only on Uber Eats.
Derrick Henry.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. I saved so much bundling, it inspired my workout. Auto! Home!
Okay. And this is Auto again, right?
Auto!
Hey, this is my living room.
Home!
Bundling. Just another way to save with the personal price plan.
The dog isn't allowed on the couch, Derek.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Intuit TurboTax. Now this is taxes. State Farm, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And by T-Mobile, America's largest and fastest 5G network. They used to play the Bills just east of downtown, East Buffalo, about 3 miles out of town at the old War Memorial Stadium, which before it closed in the 80s was the place they filmed the movie The Natural.
Oh, stop it. That's my favorite movie.
That's right. I thought I'd drop that one on you.
Oh, man. Roy Hobbs. You know some of these quarterbacks out here? I think their family wanted them to be a football player, and they wanted to be a football player. These two guys love football. Roy Hobbs loved baseball. He said, my dad wanted me to be a baseball player. And the coach goes, well, you're the best darn hitter I've ever seen, the best player I've ever seen. And I think both these coaches might say the same thing about their quarterback.
Absolutely. This will be a touchback. It was called War Memorial Stadium, and Josh Allen will take the field now. Played in Wyoming, at the University of Wyoming, at a stadium called War Memorial Stadium. How about that? We are all, of course, still thinking about all the folks out in the greater Los Angeles region, the families affected by the inferno, the fires that raged. Friends in LA, they need support. You can help the American Red Cross respond to and help people recover. You can donate today to support relief efforts by going to redcross.org/NFL. Start this drive, little play action. They go to the safety valve, and it's Cook.
There you go.
For about 3, Kyle Hamilton, who we had a great visit with last night, Tony. He's just a remarkable young man. Third year out of Notre Dame. He's going to be going to the national championship game, by the way, tomorrow night in Atlanta. He's going to go see his Fighting Irish take on Penn State.
Yeah, it's a rarity. I mean, what a great job by Notre Dame getting that. That's going to be a great game. Ohio State, Notre Dame.
I must say Ohio State. I want to say.
Make it a 2nd and 7. That's rare.
The sidearm toss over to Shakir. Holding on.
Ben, the difference is these guys who are playing deep, no one right there. That's 12 to 14 yards away. And to tackle in-space tackling is very different. It's different than in-line, which is the edge of the line, right? Like out in space on Shakir, who's as good, second in the NFL at run after catch. Wow, impressive.
Allen would pick something off of it. Gets it to Samuel, and he's got the first down. He had Wiggins on him.
Well, he came up big last week, Samuel, with that big play. Now it's man-to-man again. You got to be more aggressive. Take a look at the top. He's going to run a little whip route in and come. Correct to be able to beat Wiggins, and that's a big pickup.
Yeah, his first catch of the game. Signed here in March.
He's got some speed. That does concern you.
Cook. Second half.
One of the best teams, really, for a long time. at just understanding conceptually what their opponent is trying to do and going and saying, all right, it's still our system, but we're going to do more of this. You guys have to understand they're trying to attack us here, right? Whether it's a C gap, A gap, inside, outside, throw it outside the numbers or inside, and they've done a good job of that. However, they're going to have to stop the pass in man-to-man situations.
Roquan Smith is there waiting for Shakir. They got another third down on the way. This defense really was a struggle. Even Coach Harbaugh knew it was a crisis early in the year, but Zach Orr, with some reinforcement by Dean Pease, the former D coordinator here, and the movement you mentioned about Kyle Hamilton, they got so much better as the year went on. Look, since week 11.
Slightly better. Here's early, here's later. Yeah, that's they've been dynamic, but they haven't faced a quarterback like this, or an offense, I should say, like this since then. And you see they motion him out so they can get detail on what they're playing.
On 3rd and 5, and that's the Ravens defense making the play. Kyle Van Noy just driving back the tight end, Dawson Knox. And that is Zach Orr we were just talking about.
Zach Orr, they did a great job of disguising that pressure, and it's going to be a screen out there, and Humphrey and Van Noy fly out there quickly. And right now, like you said, they're getting a beat on what this Bills team is going to do. Like I said, can't be too safe right now.
They picked up 1 first down in 2 drives to start the quarter.
That's what happens when you have a 2-score lead. It can kind of like the coordinator, everyone just wants to like kind of let someone else do it. It's like, go win the game. And now Baltimore, your turn. Go get back in this right now.
Martin, who punted only once last week. Of only 32 yards.
Are you ready for this?
Applebee's really big meal deal for $9.99. Size matters when it comes to our new hand-breaded Big Cluckin' Chicken Sandwich, plus endless fries and drinks, all for just $9.99.
At Total Wireless, we got your back every day. Just look at the facts.
We give you one line for $20 a month when you bring your own phone. That's 50% off the base 5G unlimited plan. Not them.
We locked your price for 5 years.
They don't.
So fact those guys, right? Get the facts. Then switch to Total Wireless.
We about to level up. About to level up.
The next icon of vacations, Star of the Seas. Book today.
If you have advanced prostate cancer, you know all about perseverance. You believed in your team, even when it hurt. You met the challenge piece by piece. You didn't quit then. Don't start now. If you've had hormonal and chemotherapy, ask your doctor about Pluvicto, a different type of treatment for PSMA-positive metastatic prostate cancer that targets PSMA-positive cancer cells so you can be you for longer. And that's no small victory. Pluvicto involves contact with radioactivity, which may increase the risk for cancer and cause fetal harm. Drink plenty of fluids, urinate often, use contraception, and talk to your doctor about ways to reduce the risk of exposing others to radiation during and after treatment. Pluvicto can cause low levels of blood cell counts, kidney problems, and infertility. Tell your doctor if you have weakness, pale skin, shortness of breath, bleeding or bruising more easily, an infection, or changes in urination. Side effects include tiredness, dry mouth, nausea, appetite loss, and constipation. Here's to never giving up. Ask your doctor about Pluvicto for more everyday victories.
February 24th, CBS Daytime gets steamier.
You are not kidding.
Schemier.
I will be making Dale pay.
And soapier.
You didn't make me.
Beyond the Gates, new daytime drama premieres CBS Monday, February 24th.
New tonight after the game, be sure to check out the new Hollywood Squares with Drew Barrymore and our very own Nate Burleson. That's tonight after the game.
Well, we knew it was a heavyweight fight. Baltimore came out in the first
It started with their defense. Here's Henry. Henry just running and leaning forward for another 7, maybe 6.
The longer the game goes, the better he gets.
Todd Monken, their offensive coordinator, he led this team to something that we haven't seen since the greatest show on turf back in 2001 with the Rams. They led the NFL in yards per rush and